On April 5th, 2025, a day of mass mobilization, dubbed the HandsOff protest, took place across the nation. These protests were organized by 150 groups, including labor unions, civil rights organizations, veterans, and LGBTQ advocates. We went to our local protest in Westmoreland County, a county that overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump in this past election. We talked to some of the near 600 people that attended the protest, as well as a smaller opposition on the other side of the street, to figure out why they came and why they felt it necessary to come.
We are anti what this country is becoming, an autocracy, a dictatorship. And I'm 78. I've lived through a lot of different things over those last decades, but this is just way too much.
Well, I kind of feel like within 2 months, the United States has lost all of its respected friends. We've taken an economy that was a really good national economy and was growing, and we've burned it up in 2 months there, and then you just say, how is this making America great again,
I mean, I feel like at this point, who hasn't been affected by everything? I mean, you pick one thing like healthcare or, just strictly being who you are as a person, and that has been utterly affected. Like, there is no person in this country who has not been affected by everything. And if people aren't aware of that, then it's time to wake up to that.
I agree. And I'll add that my neighbors and members of my family are totally dependent on the Social Security that they worked for their 40 quarters, and it's absolutely wrong to take it away. We have to tax the rich and preserve our water and our air. We cannot have any degradation of the EPA rules from what they are right now. Half of Pennsylvania lives on well water that they can't afford to have tested. We can't have that poisoned. We're not getting health care. So let's have the air and the water be clean. That's our only hope for help. Kennedy, act on it.
Free Palestine.
The complete abandonment of the constitutional norms being practiced by our president and his clown cabinet. It's just a complete abandonment of all the principles that we've stood for 250 almost years. And it's time for the people, and I think they are. They're finally saying enough is enough is enough. And they're going to be pushing back. Thank goodness.
Justice circumscribed is justice circumvented.
As Mark Twain said, patriotism is loving your country all the time and your government when it deserves it.
I live about an hour away, and I thought it was important to drive the distance to come out here and speak up against what Donald Trump and Elon Musk are doing. They're destroying our democracy. I'm on Social Security, so is she. We're scared to death that he's going to take it away. I mean, we don't know if he's lying or not because you just never know. So, yeah, I mean, I'm out here in support of all of these people who believe in democracy and our country. We want to take it back.
I'm on Social Security and I have housing assistance. If they cut that, I'm going to be homeless. That's all there is to it. I won't have a place to go. I won't have food. I'm here because I think this should have been stopped before the election. It should have never been allowed to run.
He should have been impeached and out of office a long time ago.
The first term.
I work in international development, and I'm really horrified at what our country has done to USAID, and I'm very worried about what's going to happen here.
You see the reasons on my sign?
Yes, sir.
Our country is headed towards Russification. The way he's tearing up our government right now, it took years to put it together. Maybe some people say it's too big, but this is crazy. This is crazy.
Yes, sir.
I'm an old man, retired. I have a 401k, watching it slip down, watching it dissolve every day. And that's not my biggest worry. I'm worried about the country. That's all.
You, sir, anything?
Oh, pretty much the same. My dad was in World War II and fought the Nazis, and it breaks my heart to see the Nazis taking over the country here now.
Well, I think the sheer volume of people that are here speaks to the anger people have towards all the action taking place in the federal government right now. The federal government should work for us, and it is not doing that right now. People are sick of the chaos, the confusion, the corruption, all of it. And so I am happy to be with my fellow citizens of Westmoreland County and express my disgust as well.
Do you Are you? I seen you around here shaking hands and stuff. Do you like work for the city or do you work for?
I'm a Westmoreland County Commissioner.
I'm a United States Marine Vietnam recon veteran.
Thank you for your service. Yeah.
58,000 of our troops died in Vietnam, and I was there protecting people that I actually don't hate as much as I do this group of people.
Sure.
Because Trump, I'm in business and understand business that in order to get better, it has to get worse. Every industry that tries to improve goes through that cutting of, what's the word I'm trying to use, over expenses. And I'm here just to show people, hey, we can have a peaceful protest.
Sure.
And the thing that bothers me the most is when you see signs like Trump is a jagoff. I mean, let's be mature. Let's be mature about this. And that's my goal. I'm 84 years old. I've been around the country. I've been through all kind of industry. And like I said, the military, and had my best friend killed in Vietnam. That's part of it. Thank you.
I haven't been around too long, but I mean, I supported for Obama back in the heyday, both campaigns when I was real little. And I really thought like he was the cure to all our problems and everything, but he wasn't really. He kind of had a pretty bad childhood. Growing up was a little rough, and then I, grew up and wanted change. And there was a lot of good things that came out of 2016. I had a lot more money coming into my bank account, a lot more, just it's better. Everyone seemed a little happier, and that's a little weird. But then, now here we are. We're talking about no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, cutting spending in the government. I mean, those are just physical principles that are needs to happen for our country to sustain. Like, we don't have, our money is worth nothing. If China decides they want to send all their money that they have of ours back into our country, you'd literally be better off just burning it in furnaces.
Sure.
So it's like, all right. And, I mean, I work 7 days a week.
Me too, brother. Hey.
Steel worker. My union, they do shady things. Like, they took my union dues without telling me and donated it to the other campaign. And they had no problem doing that.
Do you think that that's a part of your union, or do you think that's for the
union? Nationally part of the union, they just take the money that we give them without even consulting their members, and I think that's pretty unfair. I heard a democracy as a country, we should be a democracy as a union. The Teamsters, I was really happy with their union. I was actually once a Teamster, and I'm kind of proud to say that I'm not part of their union still, but it sucks. Really sucks to have my money taken without my knowledge, at least.
I'm here because Trump won. I agree with his policies. That's why I voted for him. I believe he's doing what's right for the country, the majority of the country. That's why he was elected. That's why he put the people that are working for him in his cabinet, including Elon Musk, who's working for free. How can people be against exposing fraud and waste of taxpayer dollars? Okay? It's as simple as that. I don't know why these people are protesting, exposing fraud and waste. Makes no sense to me.
Just to show support for the other side. I had to stop. I had to work night shift last night, and I got to go to my other job tonight. So I had to squeeze in time now, to show support on this side of the street.
I have relatives who are trans. I have friends who are trans. And are not being able to get their medications anymore. I'm LGBTQ, so there's that. I'm on Social Security disability, so I'm at risk of losing all that. So, and just the fact that they're throwing this country into a depression and destroying so many families.
It's fantastic. It's this democracy in action. I just hope it does something and gets that asshole out of here.
I was raised in a communist country. Okay.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I was born in East Germany, and then we get deported from East Germany to Bulgaria. Okay. I was raised on a communal farm in Bulgaria, and believe me, the other side is no better. They came to America, right? It would literally close my back.
Yep.
and that was it. Well, going back, and I joined the military. They said if you join the military, you can get citizenship, right? So 36 years later, I get my citizenship. Okay, they promised it to me, but I didn't get it for 36 years. Okay, so anyway, so I've seen how both sides are really messed up. Capitalism is messed up. Communism is messed up. I think the best is like in Sweden.
I agree. No, I agree. I'm with you there, man. Trust me, I'm right there with you.
You said they're socialist, and I'm a hardcore socialist. Okay,
Preach, brother. Hell yeah.
But in Sweden, people work and people earn money. They have paychecks and so forth, right?
Mhm.
But they also have a major safety net.
No, I agree.
If you do your best in Sweden, they'll make sure you're provided for. And that's all I ask of a government. The people require the people to do the best they can, and when they do the best they can, fill in the gap.
I just don't like seeing some of the things that are going on that I think are illegal, that are being done. The presidential powers, he's pushing them way past what they're supposed to be. And I'm concerned about all the cuts. I'm concerned about what Elon Musk is gutting out of our... They're not doing it very surgically, let's put it this way, or what's the word I'm looking for. So I just got to the point where I felt like I needed to come out and say something.
The Dow Jones dropped 4,000 points in 2 days, and we're not going to feel it probably until about next week. Everybody says, oh, yeah, sure, prices are going down. I haven't seen a shitting thing go down, not once. I've been taking pictures, all right, at every gas station I go to. I go to that Get-Go down there. I take pictures once a week whenever I fill up my tank. That price hasn't come down one bit. He said it was going to drop at day one. It's gone up 40 cents in 2 days. Eggs, $5. Always have been since January. Still $5. I checked today. Big surprise. Danny Booker is one of the reasons I got inspired to do this. All right, 25 hours, no bathroom breaks, no eating. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. That guy's a real patriot. I'll tell you that.
I'm a retired environmental educator. I've spent 30 years of my life teaching people about the earth and about the climate and about all of the ways that the earth supports us. So therefore, I'm a climate activist as well. So I'm concerned about climate change. I'm also concerned about the fact that, because you guys are going to live it, and our generation, all I can say is I am so sorry. I am so sorry that we didn't do what we should have done because we have not had the political will to address climate change. And now we've got a president who pretends that it isn't happening. And so he is defunding he's removing environmental regulations. He's defunding the organizations and the agencies that protect the planet. He is closing down our state parks by firing state park employees and by, making them have to cut hours and cut the services that they provide. So that's why my sign, that's why this sign, people and planet before profit. It's really important that people are here, that you guys can see that there are a whole bunch of us, there are a lot of us who care.